Let's talk about a revolution that isn't just on the horizon. It's already checked into the hospital. We're talking about artificial intelligence in healthcare. And really, the question isn't if it's going to change medicine. The real question is how deeply it already has.
You know, that quote pretty much says it all, doesn't it? What we all imagined for some far-off future is happening right now, today. So let's dive in and see what this new reality of medicine actually looks like. And this isn't just some small trend. AI is causing a massive shift in a few key industries, but its impact is arguably most profound in finance, law, and especially healthcare. So we've got to figure out how we navigate this transformation because it's happening whether we're ready or not.
Okay, to really get what's happening, we need to understand the technology that's making it all possible. The best way to think about it is like a ladder, where each step up represents a huge leap in how smart and capable this stuff is.
For decades, AI was, well, a lot more artificial than it was intelligent. But then, December 2022 happened. The launch of ChatGPT wasn't just another tech release, it was like the floodgates just burst open. It smashed through all these old bottlenecks, and ever since, AI's power has been growing exponentially. We're talking at a rate that's almost becoming difficult to keep up with.
So here it is, that ladder. We all started at the bottom rung with generative AI, things like ChatGPT that can have a conversation with you. Then we climbed up to agentic AI, which goes beyond just chatting to actually doing tasks for us inside software. But the next two steps, well, that's where things get really interesting for medicine, starting with something called Edge AI.
And that brings us to Edge AI, or XAI. Now this is a huge deal for healthcare. What it means is we can give a powerful AI brain to a medical device itself. Think a CT scanner or an ultrasound machine. It allows the device to work instantly and intelligently, right there in the room with you, with no internet connection required. That ability to work offline means we can bring advanced AI practically anywhere. It's a total game changer. Okay, so this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But where is it actually happening? Well, the proof of concept is already out there in the real world, and honestly, the scale of some of these projects is just mind-blowing.
Our first stop is China, with a massive national project called Ping An Good Doctor. What they're doing is building this huge network of AI-powered one-stop shop clinics. And when I say the scale is massive, this is what I mean. The project is deploying 3,000 of these AI-powered kiosks all across the country. And the goal here isn't just to test some new tech, it's to provide primary care to an estimated 3 million people. This is basically a national infrastructure project built around AI.
So how does this thing actually work? Well, a patient sits down and just talks to an AI doctor about basic illnesses. And crucially, the AI's advice has been certified as safe and accurate by the government. If the case gets complicated, it instantly connects the patient to a whole network of human specialists. And after all that, an automated pharmacy dispenses the exact medicine they need. This is solving one of the biggest challenges in healthcare, getting quality medical care to people in remote and underserved areas. All right, so if the kiosks are all about scale, this next example represents a quantum leap in capability. Also in China, Tsinghua University has launched something that a lot of experts thought was still years and years away, a virtual hospital run entirely by AI. So how on earth do you even build an AI hospital? Well, it all starts with the data. The AI models were trained on a massive dataset of 500,000 real-world medical cases. That gives them this enormous base of knowledge to pull from. And the results from all that training? They are seriously impressive. In a scientific study, the AI hit a diagnostic accuracy rate of over 93%. I mean, that is just a remarkable level of precision. But it's the scalability that really shows you the insane potential here. This one virtual hospital can simulate treating up to 10,000 patients in a single day. That's a capacity that is just physically impossible to replicate in the real world. Okay, let's jump over to Japan now, where they're using that top rung of our AI ladder, physical AI, to tackle a completely different problem. They're actually using robots to try and solve a national crisis in elder care. The problem is pretty straightforward. Japan has an aging population and a serious chronic shortage of caregivers. The solution is anything but simple. They've developed these AI-powered robots that are designed not just for physical help, but for actual empathetic companionship. The goal is for these machines to understand context, interact naturally, and just be a consistent, friendly presence to help fight loneliness. So, we've seen all this incredible, world-changing potential. AI can deliver care, it can diagnose with almost superhuman accuracy, it can even provide companionship. But there's a catch, and it's a really big one. The problem isn't the technology's power, it's our ability to actually control it.
This is the question we all have to be asking ourselves. I mean, we've all played around with tools like ChatGPT and seen how you can't always control what it spits out. Now, just imagine that same lack of control in a medical setting where the stakes are literally life and death.
This technology is a classic double-edged sword. The very same power that can provide care for millions of people could also be used to create a virus in the system, one that generates harmful, dangerous advice. Used for good, it's a breakthrough, but if it's used for malice, it becomes this uncontrollable counterforce. The biggest challenge isn't building the AI, it's building the guardrails. So what do we do? How do we move forward? How do we harness all of this power responsibly without, breaking everything? Well, there's a blueprint starting to emerge, a series of steps that can help guide us into this new era.
It really boils down to a four-step process. First, prioritize that edge AI we talked about. It's just simpler and safer to start by making existing, trusted devices smarter. Second, run controlled pilot programs. Test and learn in very specific, contained areas. Third, and this part is absolutely non-negotiable, you have to build the guardrails to control the AI from day one. And finally, we have to modernize how we train our doctors and engineers. The curriculum from yesterday is already obsolete. We need education that actually reflects the technology of today.
So, the AI revolution in medicine isn't coming. It's already here. These technologies are being deployed right now, changing lives and raising some really fundamental questions about control, about safety, and about our own future. The AI doctor is ready to see us. The only question left is, are we ready for the appointment?